Good morning, everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. I just wanted to come on and talk a little bit. Dr. Ramani posted a video about sex with a narcissist on the first date. And I just wanted to come on and talk a little bit and share a little bit about my story and my experience with that. And just, share a little bit and tell you my experience. Well, so I'll start a little bit from the beginning. Me and my ex-boyfriend, who in my opinion is a narcissist, were together for a year, and it actually felt longer than a year. It felt like a lifetime. Anyways, on our very first date, I did notice some small red flags, and I chose to ignore them. I chose not to pay attention. I chose to ignore them. And that was a big mistake on my part, because now that I can go back, I can for sure see those red flags. I can for sure remember that feeling of something was off, something wasn't right. Like I felt something and I didn't listen. Anyways, on our first date, it was almost like he was too into me, like too curious, too into me. And just wanting to know too much. Like, it was weird. Like, the curiosity was like too much. It was almost like he was too in tune to me on the very first date. And on the very first date, he wanted me to meet his family, which was kind of off and weird. Like, now that I look back, I can see all that and reflect on that. So back to my story about sex on the first date with a narcissist. Those were kind of some of the red flags, and then I actually saw more red flags, like later on, like during that day, later on, and the next couple of days, and I chose not to listen. So pay attention to yourself and pay attention to your body. If I can just make that suggestion, or just say that. So anyways, back to my story and my experience. We actually did have sex on our first date. We were two consenting adults. He was a consenting adult and I was a consenting adult. Actually, we're not together anymore. I mean, there go my ex-boyfriend. But we were consenting adults, and it did happen. And he didn't push me, and I didn't push him, unless if it was some form of manipulation on his part, and I was clueless at the time. I can kind of see now, looking back, that the potential for it being a manipulation for the ultimate supply, that's a high probability. He said that it had been a long time for him, which I don't know if that's true or not. It might have been a lie, since all they do is lie. For me, it had been a very long time. And, I thought it was there. I thought the connection was there. And And so yes, we did have sex on the very first date, and I think that was his ultimate supply. And I believe he knew right then and there that he probably had me wrapped around his little finger. Now that I look back, I can definitely see those things. I can definitely pick up more on those things. Um, he did not call me the S word, slut. He did. I don't even know if I can say those kinds of words on my YouTube channel, but he did not call me that at all. He might have been thinking it, and I don't know, but actually out loud, he never called me that word. Um, anyways, and then the next day we had talked about, what had happened just briefly, and he told me that he never saw that coming. And I told him that I never saw that coming. And for me, I did not see that coming. That happening on their very first date with him. I do not fully believe that he meant that. I don't, when he said that he didn't see that coming, I think that might have been a lie and a manipulation tactic on his part. I don't have proof. I don't have solid proof. It's just my gut feeling. It's my instinct feeling when we talked about it the next morning. Now that I look back, I can kind of see those signs even more with that conversation. Yeah, so that was my experience. That's a little bit of my story. That's a little bit of my experience. It happened, and I can't change that. All I can do is move forward and do better, and listen to, pay attention to the red flags, listen to my body, how I'm feeling inside, and just take it slow and just learn in my future with my future relationships. So that's all that I can do. And I just want to say to all of you out there, if that happened on your very first date, that it doesn't make you bad. That, coming from me, I understand. I get it. And it doesn't make you bad. Not at all. So, yeah, and, if we can support each other through this, how wonderful is that? And I just want to let you know that I'm here for support anytime. If you want to reach out, feel free anytime. And I just want to let you guys know, let all of you know that you're not alone. And I'm here anytime. Okay, thanks. Bye.